Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to go ahead and continue the warrior run that we started last time. In the first 5 floors we got really lucky and we got a +2 mail armor of thorns that's going to be augmented to +3 because of the warrior's seal that we have affixed to it, which is real strong. This is probably going to carry us up to, honestly, we're probably going to be wearing this when we fight DM 300, the boss on floor 15, so that's pretty powerful. We got some heavy boomerangs pretty early, which represent in my opinion, the most viable thrown weapon to invest resources into. So we're not doing anything with it yet, but it is nice that we have that. Specifically, we have 3 of them, so we can actually, if we wanted to, we could get the dwarven blacksmith to upgrade these 3 boomerangs all the way into 1+3 boomerang, which is that's a pretty tempting thing to do. So we're gonna consider doing that. And then, what else do we have? We have some kind of unidentified ring. Don't know what it is. I would have spent more time trying to identify that ring, but we're powerful enough with this this +3 mail armor of thorns. Thief just stole our scroll. That's not ideal. The thieves are going to be particularly annoying, by the way. Though we have a ton of throwing weapons, we should go ahead and equip those and start pretending that we can do that. We got another lucky drop there. Looks like we got a golden potion for that, which is pretty cool. So that's nice that our drop was a potion, which is the extra inventory item, or inventory slots that we got was the potion bandolier, so that's convenient. We got another thief there. Go ahead and attack him. And again, we got so many thrown weapon drops that we're just gonna... Ooh, we don't want to get frozen. Oh, we have the potion bandolier. We still don't want to get frozen because I think that might let the thief get away, which is a bummer. Let's see if we can fade away kill him with the Wand of Living Earth. And it didn't work, but... it did freeze our mystery meat, which is kind of nice. And we got lucky. The thief didn't get away there, so we were able to chase him down and make sure he didn't run off with our ration of food. And we have this fly following us around, but I don't even know if we've hit the fly. I think that might just be the fly having mostly killed itself on the thorns that we have. We get to pretty much ignore flies for this entire set of floors because the armor we have is powerful enough. Hand axe, that could be better than the short sword that we have. Because the hand axe prioritizes accuracy over base damage, I don't really like it on the warrior very much, and I would rather just stick with the worn short sword than take the risk that it's going to cost me a either an identification scroll or a remove curse scroll to use that item. So. And also, again, the armor we have is powerful enough that it doesn't matter that it takes me forever to kill enemies, because we're not taking much damage. So you only need to you only really need to take risks or spend resources getting more powerful when the enemies of the floor get that must be a ring of wealth. Okay, so we've got a new plan here. Actually, what we're gonna do is we're gonna use all of our upgrade scrolls on that ring of wealth. I should have noticed that from the number of drops that we've been getting. So this is now an entirely different kind of run than that we thought we were gonna have. Basically, the way the ring of wealth works is that it not only does it significantly increase the chances for drops that the enemies always have, but it also gives you a chance to get a random drop. Like you just saw, I killed the skeleton, he flashed purple, and I picked up a flail. And that flail, it should also have a guaranteed minimum upgrade based on the level of the Ring of Wealth. So I believe at +3, that's going to give me a guaranteed minimum upgrade level of +1. I'm not exactly sure, and I don't want to look it up right this moment, but I will go ahead and have that table in front of me and explain more about it in the next video. I just like to avoid slowing down the video while I'm making this one here. So in the interest of that, we're just gonna continue with the run. Suffice to say that it is it is worth doing what I did and just dropping all of your upgrade scrolls into a Ring of Wealth when you get one early. And I will explain why later. But for now, just trust me. We'll go ahead and do some research between now and when we record. Oh, that's kind of surprising that that's not a secret door. That totally looked like one that would be an easy connector. Ooh, we've got a sacrifice altar too. Kind of a bummer that we found it late, but is what it is. And we're actually pretty incentivized to stick around and farm enemies for a while too. And again, I'm gonna have to like read the wiki and get the exact numbers. The thief stole Scroll of Identify, but he triggered my bleeding. So we're just gonna kill him with thrown weapons. And yeah, we've got, hopefully we can aggro that second skeleton, and hopefully we can get them both down to the sacrifice altar. Yeah, there we go. That's good. But anyway, the Ring of Wealth has like a built-in pity system. It drops loot on a timer, and every enemy that you kill decrements that timer, to my knowledge. So it is actually pretty. It can be very worth your time to sit there and farm. Okay, so displacing Runic Blade, we're pretty happy with that. We had an Identify scroll. I think the thief stole it, yeah. So once we loot where we killed him, we'll get the Identify scroll back. We would like to know... We'll hold on to it for now, because there's no way we have enough strength for using it, but there's a chance that we got like a +3 roll on it, and we can use it at 14. So if we have absolutely no weapon to use at level 14, we might consider using some Identify and Remove Curse scrolls on it. We're definitely not going to upgrade it at all, because like I said, all of our upgrade scrolls are going into the Ring of Wealth. It can be a little bit RNG heavy to play that way, but it usually ends up working out. We're going to buy the potion here, and then Potion of Frost. That's cool. So that means we can guarantee, by the way, that because this is not the experience potion, this is guaranteed to be transmutation. So we'll go ahead and item type note. That was Isaz that we just picked up. We know that's transmute. So go ahead and lock that inventory note in. And then what's the other one? We got a Scroll of Rage that we're not able to equip right now. We need to go throw some stuff, or not able to equip, not able to pick up. You know, we're actually going to sell some stuff at... okay, what are we going to sell here? We're going to sell the kunai just because we'd rather have the inventory space than a... And that's a lot of these sales that I'm making are going to be... I wish I just had the inventory space. Yeah, I think we'll call that good for now. So let's go ahead and pick up that that Scroll of Rage that we left on the ground over there. Got another health potion drop, that's nice. The Ring of Wealth will also... So in addition to the countdown drops that I explained, that can be like rings and armor and weapons and all manner of good stuff, it also increases the chance of getting drops that are already on the enemy's drop table. So our luck on killing flies for health potions is going to look really good this run because of the Ring of Wealth. So... It's really a very powerful thing to get early. It can be your entire strategy. Plus, at the very end of the game, like when you're getting ready to kill Yogg or something like that, generally what I like to do at least, I like to save up my transmutation scrolls. And when I'm transmuting around a ring and you get a +15 ring of something or other, it can be really insane. Like if you get the dodge ring, you basically can't be hit with a +15 dodge ring. So it's a it's a fun strategy, and it's a powerful strategy, and it can have some weak points. Like if the game goes really long without giving you a weapon or an armor drop, your gear can get really outdated. But usually the game's nicer than that in my experience. And even if it's not, I think it's fun. Technically a little bit of a waste to eat the Carpaccio there, but we like the inventory slot. Ooh, we got a +1 Earthen Wand, too. That's cool. Thief is dead. We don't super want to do this, but we are just going to start drinking our potions backwards. I haven't been paying attention to the... So I have no idea which potions I got from this floor. But in general, your the most recent potion you got is going to be the furthest right in your inventory. So I always like to start... we might start on the golden potion here, just because we have 2 of them. Oh, that's an experience potion. Wow. Wow, this is a strong run. Okay, we definitely don't want to drink any more of those. We want to save them for an alchemy potion. And there we did hit the haste potion, so we can solve this this trap room. That's pretty nice. Wow, I had 2 experience potions in my inventory. Oh well. We should probably at least spend the talent point. Okay, so standard with warrior, you always want to take the tier 2 food talent at least 1 point because it turns eating food into a 1-turn action. Specifically with warrior, I actually like getting the 2nd point just because it's I think it's pretty powerful to be able to use food as a as like a 1-turn invulnerability that you can activate forever. And it also makes Warrior another class that can be really powerful with the Horn of Plenty. If you look at each charge of the Horn of Plenty as a 1-turn invulnerability, it can get real strong. So we're going to go ahead and take that. And then we're also actually going to max out Lethal Momentum as well. It is half as efficient as the first point to get the 2nd point of Lethal Momentum, but having a guaranteed turn of haste, or a guaranteed free turn, effectively, every time you get a kill blow, I like being able to plan around the certainty of that being at 100%. So I think that it's worth going all the way on that one. So, gosh, we're still only on floor 6. What a This has been a very kind seed to us so far. The Ring of Wealth seeds are always they're always a little bit goofy, because no matter what your game plan was before Ring of Wealth, as long as you haven't spent a significant number of upgrades, your game plan becomes Ring of Wealth. I didn't even notice what quest the Wand Maker gave me. Too busy talking about my Ring of Wealth. We're kind of just spamming thrown weapons because why not? And also our melee weapon is still pretty weak. Like, our armor is good enough that it doesn't matter that we're not hitting very hard and it takes us a long time to kill things, but we are definitely we are increasing our overall damage by throwing all of our thrown weapons. We're less likely to go for that +3 boomerang, by the way, now that we have the wealth ring, just because you really want to pump every upgrade possible into a wealth ring, because I want to say that like if a wealth ring drops an armor, I think it's something like half the level of the wealth ring is the minimum level of the like half rounded down is the lowest level that the gear drops from it can be. So it ends up being pretty strong, you know, and you can beat the game with a +7 weapon and armor, which is what a +15 wealth ring will cause to drop, is +7 weapons and armor. So, no drops there, unfortunately, but they will happen. Again, like I said, I think it's a countdown timer for how often the special Ring of Wealth drops happen. So. And it also has the nice little added benefit of allowing us to immediately spend upgrade scrolls the second we get them, so we basically don't have to consider an inventory slot for upgrade scrolls, which is pretty nice. What is charcoal? Do I know what that potion is? It's a strength potion. Nice. That makes us strong enough to use these throwing spears, so we'll go ahead and toss them on the hotbar. Grab the food there. There might be a secret door somewhere over here, but this is kind of an odd level spawn so far. This must be an unusually big floor or something, because there's a lot of distance to cover here. Let's see what's down here. Okay, so one of these potions is probably an invisibility potion. We're just going to start from the back again. And we get our invisibility potion. And we're not super worried about wasting potions at this point. Like, we've already identified and accidentally wasted the the experience potion, so we've already kind of got the worst case. We have a ton of health potions, and also the Ring of Wealth is going to ensure that we have a ton of consumables as the game goes on. So, the fact that this scale armor is highlighted blue in our inventory means that it's guaranteed uncursed. So we're actually going to equip it real quick just to see what we got, because the Veteran's Intuition talent will immediately identify it when we equip it. So, +1 scale armor, that's kind of interesting, but not really. There's a world where we equip that armor where we're probably going to end up selling it. We're probably going to get something better by the time that we outscale the mail armor of thorns that we're wearing. And also because we're spending all of our upgrade scrolls on the Ring of Wealth, we're going to be much more regularly throwing away our gear. Like, you don't get attached to gear in a Ring of Wealth run the way that you do in a normal run when you're spending upgrade scrolls on your gear. So, it's a health well. That's pretty convenient. That's right near the exit, so we're actually going to save that until the very end. Sai are pretty interesting. The Warrior, in my opinion, is one of the few cases where fast weapons are... Ooh, we don't like... we have scrolls, too. So we want to... Do we have any... We're looking for a Stone of Blink right now, but it looks like we don't have one. So we're just gonna hope nothing burns up as we beeline straight for that water. It'd be real unfortunate if we lost a Remove Curse scroll here to the fire trap there. But it looks like we're safe. Guy will go ahead and dodge. He stole Mystery Meat. I should almost just let him go. Green means we got a drop. That's pretty sweet. So we got a health potion from him. Happy about that. And we'll continue exploring. Normally this is about the point we would eat some food to stop the starving debuff, by the way, but we know that there's a health well right by the exit to this floor. So I'm gonna let my health get a lot lower, because that health well will both completely heal our HP, and also it will treat it as though we ate a meal. So it's a little bit more efficient for me to just let starvation tick. Ooh, we have a... Okay, we're still going to go get that health well once we're done exploring, but we're not actually going to be able to just... Oh, I completely forgot this is the Wand Maker floor, too. That's funny. Let's see. We've got good armor and a wand that can shoot skeletons down. That will cause us to take some hits, what I just did there, but it is an efficient way to kill all of the... or to spawn fewer wraiths overall. And then we're just going to use the wand to kill them, because the wand has a 100% hit rate, so their dodge doesn't matter. Oh, this prison guard is gonna... We're gonna pay close attention to him damaging us. Ooh, we're gonna especially pay close attention. We might actually have to use a healing potion for this purple thief, because I think the purple thief bleeds you, poisons you, and hits for... Yeah, we're crippled, blinded, poisoned. So we're not going to be able to see him for a moment. We want to straight up chase him. Luckily, we're going to be able to kill him, I think. So we'll start throwing items at him. And then I think they have an increased chance to drop a ring or a... Displacing Runic Blade. I think... Is that the one that I picked up earlier? It might be. There was a Curse Shrine one that I picked up earlier. Is that another Sapphire Ring, Ring of Wealth? We'll equip it. We've got plenty of Remove Curse scrolls that we can use if need be. And then we'll just kind of let that naturally identify itself. We're running out of inventory space here pretty significantly, so... What are we going to do? Inventory space is quite a problem early on in Ring of Wealth runs, so you really want to take your chances to just throw stuff to the next floor. Our health is also getting pretty low, which we might actually go and get that the healing well before... So we haven't done the Wand Maker's quest yet, and there's only one unexplored door, so we can reasonably intuit that the Wand Maker's quest is over here, so we're gonna go ahead and grab that health well first, and then return to the Wand Maker's quest and the jump down the pit treasure room. We'll go ahead and kill that skeleton because he represents Ring of Wealth farming, which is good. That looks like a blazing prison guard, so we're going to just go ahead and make sure we're on water while we're fighting him. I actually want to move one further just so I can avoid breaking the door. We would really, really like to get a weapon drop that's usable. It's also we're kind of holding on to the Sai here, because they are something we can immediately equip when we get to 14 strength, which will be a market improvement over the Worn Short Sword that I'm using. Technically, we don't get the benefit from them immediately because we don't have the subclass, which builds up combo faster, but it's still an improvement over the weapon that you walk into the dungeon with. So, okay, that's surprising. I wish I paid more attention to the wand. Oh wait, no, there's a lock room over there that I missed. Ugh. Kill this guy real quick. I am super glad we have this armor to carry us right now, because this sword is so outscaled currently. No drop, but it does mean we get closer to a drop, so. Alright, let's see. Oh, this is the Vine Lasher, isn't it? Just hunt for the Rotberry. In general, diagonal movements are really good in this room. And there's the Rotberry. So we're going to sit diagonal from it, and we're just going to smack it a bunch. Move out of the way, let the poison dissipate for a few turns. Oh, and then once the poison clears up, rinse and repeat. Until you've killed yourself a Rotberry. You specifically want to avoid using fire for this, by the way, because that will torch the entire room, which is actually worth a whole lot of loot, and it will destroy the Rotberry seed if you use fire. So this feels tedious, and it seems like something you could just toss a fire potion in and kill the whole room, but it's not worth doing that. So, ooh, we got a I saw orange light there, so that might mean a better drop than expected. So hopefully there's something cool under that Rotberry seed. And again, the colored flashes of light indicate a Ring of Wealth proc most of the time. So yeah, we got a flail, which is guaranteed to be at least +1. So that's pretty cool. I think I've complained about how terrible the flail is in one of these videos before, and I still think it's terrible, but as a replacement for a +0 sword within a Ring of Wealth run where we're not really investing anything and we're just equipping the next best thing all the time, we'll probably make some use out of the flail. It's gonna make me eat my words here. Another potion of XP, so we're absolutely gonna have extra talent points in every way that we want. Go ahead and kill this prison warden. Nothing. And let's see what you have for me. Wand of Living Earth or Wand of Regrowth. We already have a Wand of Living Earth. And I also like Wand of Regrowth. Just having something that can create vision blockers immediately will show off how powerful it is to have something that can create vision blockers. So normally we would have had to either run away from this or take quite a bit of damage walking up to it while it shot us. But because we were able to create a vision blocker, we could just walk up to the edge of the grass and let it come to us. Let's see. We're probably going to lose some amount of... Oh, nope, we got lucky and all the seeds spawned in bounds. And yeah, if we wanted, we could turn a Featherfall potion into something, or we could turn a Levitation potion into a Featherfall potion. But I haven't seen a nearby alchemy hut, and we've got a ton of healing potions, as you can see, so I'm not super worried about it. We've got the wand ready in case there's a ghost there. Ooh, a time turner. That's, or whatever that thing is called. Drop that, we go ahead and equip that. Which is safe to do because we have 3 remove curse scrolls still. so that's good. Let's actually start rearranging our hotbar real quick. We'll put the Timekeeper's Hourglass there. We'll put the Regrowth Wand there. The Living Earth Wand. We're probably going to turn this Living Earth Wand into Arcane Resin or whatever to upgrade the Wand of Regrowth at some point. But it's not like we're going to throw it away or not use it for now, just because it's not ideal. Go ahead and kill that thief. It's a real bummer that we still don't have a replacement weapon to use, because the flail's already inaccurate. We really don't want to be using it before we have enough strength to. And as I mentioned, because it was a Ring of Wealth drop from a +3 Ring of Wealth, I suspect that that's going to be a +1 flail. So that's only going to drop the strength requirement down to 15, meaning we can't actually use it until after we kill Tengu, in my opinion. Okay, we just need to identify a chasm first before we start picking stuff up. Spectral Necromancer is the unique version of the Necromancer. Okay, I don't think that these guys themselves are high dodge, and we have a high enough armor that it doesn't matter that he's going to surround us in wraiths that hit us, so we'll just sit here and... Oh hey, we just took a damage from something. And there we go. We got a healing potion and a scroll of remove curse. So, I don't know exactly what the loot table for that... Okay, energy crystal. We want to turn... Okay, first of all, let's... We know Iceaw's transmutation. Did we figure out what Mana's is? We did not. So we're going to go ahead and turn that into energy just to make space in our inventory. Since we know it's not magic mapping or transmute, since we've already identified those two. Teleportation. Wish we had turned that into runestones, but you win some, you lose some. And then we do not want to change this Iceaz because we earlier identified that it's guaranteed to be a transmute scroll, which is pretty good. So let's turn both of these. No, we don't want to energize those potions of experience. We want to turn them both into divine inspiration potions. And I think that's going to be it for now. We can identify poison gas and cleansing, or purity, right now. So let's see if we have either of those that need identification still. We do still need to identify a potion of purity, so it's worth spending 3 Mage Royal Seeds to create a guaranteed potion of purity. And notably, creating a potion before you've identified it from 3 of the seeds that make it will identify it. So now we know that the potion of purity is identified, so that's pretty useful. Let's go ahead and drink those Divine Inspiration potions just to get them out of our inventory. And neither of these are useful right now because I don't have Tier 3 or Tier 4 talents, but it'll come in handy later. And the Tier 1 and 2 talents they're not good enough to spend Divine Inspiration talent points on before you spent it on Tier 3 and 4. We got a Wand of Corruption at some point that I failed to even notice. At this point, we're just tossing stuff down to make inventory space as much as possible. And the same reason, we're probably going to drink this... Actually, you know what? We're going to turn this into a... we're going to turn it into a meat pie, just because we've got excess... We're going to have plenty of excess energy throughout the run, because the Ring of Wealth is going to give us a lot of stuff. So that'll make us a meat pie, and then I also want to cook that bland fruit that I saw. We'll cook it with... we'll go ahead and put a Seed of Sungrass in it. It can't hurt to have an extra health potion. And we'll use a Seed of Sorrow Moss for energy, since we know we already have the poison potion identified. So... there we go. Now we got some food. And either one of those will work as very effective food, so we're just going to let our health get real low and then eat one of those. Honestly, if we're going to let it get real low first, we're probably going to drink or eat the sun fruit first to take advantage of both the full heal that's on it and also the hunger satiation. So, I'll get some armor from the leather guard there. The second floor, or the floors 6 through 10, by the way, will always give you a lot of drops in a Ring of Wealth farm, because both the skeletons and the prison guards just have random chances to drop unupgraded or cursed gear. So, and we're not gonna spend any time looking for secret rooms here. This room is kind of giving me secret rooms vibes, but because we have a Ring of Wealth, it's likely that we're going to have an excess of magic mapping scrolls to come back and check for secret rooms with later. So I don't want to waste my time doing it now. We did just identify our other ring, which is an evasion ring. We're not going to say no to it right now, but in general, you actually want the warrior to be hit by attacks in a lot of different builds. So it's not something we're going to hold on to long term, but. Scroll of Upgrade, immediately put that into the Ring of Wealth, which is how we're going to handle every Scroll of Upgrade. And let's continue exploring. I'm also trying to race through this a little bit, by the way. Usually a Ring of Wealth run takes longer than a standard run, and I'm, again, keeping in mind I'm trying not to, excuse me, make a significantly too long video, since I'm trying to turn this into a video. I'll definitely be doing a little bit of research on this and having some more informed things to say about the like the Ring of Wealth plays that I'm making when we come back with the next episode. But for now, I'm just rushing with an emphasis on speed. Projecting Great Shield and Mail Armor of Obfuscation. That sounds strong. We're gonna go ahead and eat this sun fruit. And we're gonna let's see if this Wand of Corruption is cursed. Why not? He's weakened. And oh yeah, he has a projecting Great Shield, so he's actually going to attack us from a distance. This could have been a bad fight to take. I don't actually know if we can kill this guy. Yeah, I don't actually think we can kill this guy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna root him with that grass wand, and bravely run away. And we're gonna run real far away because I don't know how long he chases us. We really need to find a better way to kill that guy. We have a poison gas potion, but I want to say he's inorganic, so I don't think that'll work. There's a fire trap over here that we could use. We've got some bombs, which aren't the worst. And let's see, what do we have as far as runestones go? We've got aggression. So we could, if we could manage to stir up a whole lot of enemies, we could possibly get them to gang up on him. Actually, we could drag him to the fish and use the Stone of Aggression on him near the fish. That's pretty relevant. We should not be killing this skeleton, by the way. Okay, the thief is just another enemy that can be used to Stone of Aggression kill the golem, so I'm just going to try to gather up as many as possible. And we ideally don't want to let the thief hit us because we don't want it to steal from us, but we've lost the golem that's here, unfortunately. We don't want to go that way because that's a ranged enemy that will sit and shoot us. We might just have to kill this thief because I don't want to lose my stuff. Though I do also have the hourglass, which I haven't used yet, which could be useful in terms of kiting this. Where is this? There he is. Yeah, so let's see if and actually, you know what? We are going to trigger this alarm trap, I think. That should bring everything here. Perfect. And this is a decent spot to throw the aggression stone at him, I think. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll throw the aggression stone at that guy. And the thief did steal something from us. But the the ranged enemies are happy shooting him. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to... So he's attacking me. That's good. What am I going to do? I'm going to actually just plant a seed of Earthroot here and stand in it to give myself herbal armor. And then I'm just going to tank while the lightning enemy kills the... and it's going to be a little bit slow. We're probably going to have to use some consumables. But he had a projecting great shield. That sounds like an item we really, really want. Oh, no, the targeted wore off. Okay, we still get a lot of damage out of that enemy though. So maybe we can use our own magic damage to finish him off. Almost. What else do we have that we can use? Well, let's see if we can get some lucky damage with a throwing hammer or something. Nope, he's hitting us for a ton. What is... That's a magic mapping scroll, if I remember correctly. So we're gonna try to drag him here, and then we're gonna see if we can bomb him to death. I don't know if that's gonna work, but we're certainly gonna try it. And it did work. Sweet. That's powerful. That's a +2 projecting great shield. Which unfortunately we can't use for a while, but who knows, we might get a Ring of Strength to drop or something like that, or if nothing else, a +2 tier 5 weapon is something I can hold on to and use for a while, or sell for a decent amount of money. We're pretty happy with that pickup overall. That's a lucky... Oh, we got +1 scale armor here too. We must have identified that earlier and then thrown it down the thrown it down a chasm. Okay, I think that's pretty thorough for now. We have identified Leguz's magic mapping already, and Isoz's transmute. We don't have any more upgrade scrolls. Maybe over here. You know what? Like I said, I'm not wasting time searching for secret rooms. I probably actually will show my backtrack with this run. Maybe I'll make it into an extra video, or I'll try to... I don't know. But I think it's worth showing, because I'm going to show some really efficient ways to search the entire dungeon for secret rooms. Which is something that's made a bit easier in a Ring of Wealth run, just because you tend to have way more consumables to use a little bit less efficiently in a Ring of Wealth run. Ugh. Let's keep on. We would really, really, really like to get rid of this worn short sword. By the way, it's it's not going to lose us the run, I think, but it is getting very obnoxious to kill everything this slowly. Oh, we got a rage summoner too. You know what? In the interest of not letting him charge up too much, I am actually going to go over here and kill him first, just because I don't want to lose track of how long it's taking me to kill things with a terrible weapon. So we're just gonna make sure we kill the one that scales first. And that's what this red light on the enemy means. It means that their damage reduction and accuracy and evasion all scale with time. Yeah, that floor is finished. Let's go to the next one. I'm expecting... I think we should be seeing both a health and an upgrade scroll here, so we'll get another upgrade for our... And ideally, I kind of want to find that upgrade scroll before I kill too many things, just because... oh, why... No, I want to be there. Oh, don't like that. Okay, we're gonna zap... Okay, that's less than ideal. We're kind of trapped here. But now we're good, so we can just stand here and, the prison guard's actually probably going to kill himself on my thorns. And... yeah, we're not taking any damage. So, unfortunately, we're missing this, necromancer a lot, and it's taking a long time to to animate the turns because there are so many wraiths to attack me. But pick up that remove curse scroll. That's pretty nice. So I guess that must be what the unique necromancers drop is a remove curse scroll guaranteed. We do care about this shield, but we are going to throw it down the chasm just because we need to. We haven't identified levitate yet, but we're just going to go ahead and go backwards from the list of potions we have. Paralysis gas, good to know. Wait for that to go away. Try the next one. Burning. Ooh, not ideal. I'm actually going to use the Timekeeper's Hourglass here to put myself in stasis. That will use the entire burn. And the reason we're doing that is not necessarily because of the health. We could afford to lose the health, but we really don't want one of my scrolls to burn up because we just stood in the thing. And there we go. The third one we tried was the levitation. So, not the best, not the worst. And since we do have a chasm right there, we're going to go ahead and start the process of throwing stuff down the chasm. This scale armor is blue for some reason, so we're going to equip it just to see what it is, but it's not worth using over the... If we get a +2 scale armor, that might actually be worth equipping, but the thorns on the mail armor is going to be real good. Like, this thorns enchantment that I've got is going to make an absolute joke out of Tengu. He's going to be embarrassed that he showed up with a health pool that dies to thorns. Even if I end up taking a decent amount of damage. But especially because I have a ton of health potions anyway. I think I've got like 7 or 8 health potions right now. We could stand still and let Tengu die to thorns if we wanted to. We're not going to. We're going to dodge the attacks that he does, and otherwise try to do some damage to him. But the thorns pretty much is going to solo that fight. Let's see. Scroll of Identify. Never unhappy to have more of those. Ooh, we got a dodging necromancer. That's not ideal. There's our scroll of upgrade, though. So let's go ahead and grab that. Use that immediately on the Ring of Wealth. And I think now that means that if we get an item drop from like a Ring of Wealth proc, I think it should be at least +2 guaranteed. This is going to take a long time because this guy has the... This is obnoxious. I should probably eat something just so my health isn't ticking down the entire time I'm not paying attention. So yeah, we'll kill him very slowly, but he's going to dodge a lot of our attacks. Absolutely not something you'd be doing if you didn't have way too much... God, there's a lot of necromancers. This is obnoxious. But we can use the line of sight here to... and the thief won't actually be able to move. Unfortunately, that does mean that the skeletons are blocking us from getting to the thieves now, which kind of sucks. Or not the thieves, to the necromancers. So we're going to see if we can make some distance here. These necromancers are absolutely obnoxious in these long snaky hallways like we've got here. But this should be fine now that we were able to get around them. And we want to remember that the Esau's scroll is still over there where we killed the thief, which is transmutation, I believe, so we definitely don't want to forget about that. I don't think thieves can pick up items from the ground, so I don't think it's dangerous to have there while we're dealing with this Skeletor, or the Necromancer, rather. But, you know, you still don't want to forget about it. It's relevant to have as many transmutation scrolls as possible to be ready to turn your very upgraded Ring of Wealth into something that has combat stats. Is that just a... That's just a normie skeleton, isn't it? That's not attached to a necromancer. Oh, maybe it is, because I see a necromancer there. Yep, okay. Finally kill that thing. God, we really need a new weapon. It's especially obnoxious with it, because like you're not noticing how bad my weapon is for most of this, because the Thorns armor is doing a ton of work. But specifically against those enemies that don't actually attack directly at all, they just let their skeletons do the dirty work. It's really obnoxious that my weapon does nothing. Scroll of Teleport. That's cool. We're gonna wait until we find an alchemy hut to turn that into some blink stones. Oh, we hate these evasion enemies. But, again, we'd be playing a lot differently if we weren't on +3 mail armor, by the way, but the +3 mail armor is just, it's very strong for the prison floors. Ugh. And we're also ultimately not too unhappy about killing extra mobs when we have a Ring of Wealth anyway. So it's taking a while and it's slightly obnoxious, but for the greater good. There's those Psi, which is pretty nice. We're actually going to... Ooh, Ice-Oz. I think that's another... There's our strength potion, finally. So that's 14 strength. There's a weapon we can use. We're going to equip that. Sweet. It's uncursed, so we do not need to spend an identify or a remove curse to figure out what it is. And hopefully, hopefully it's got at least +1 on it. It's doing so much more damage already than the. These are both mimics. That's cute. It's just I don't know, I guess we just kill them one at a time. Yeah, we're very happy with the Psi compared to the one short sword that we had previously. This kind of feels like it's at least +1 as well, because I don't think I've seen damage for less than 3 that entire time. Oh boy, we have so much, let's see, we're right above the boss floor. I'm a little bit more comfortable throwing scrolls down the chasm right above the boss floor, just because on floor 10 it's guaranteed to not hit like a flame trap or anything like that. So that's a reason that that I normally avoid throwing scrolls down the chasm, is that they could technically land on a flame trap and really punish you, but that's not possible above the boss floor. So we're safe to just toss stuff. Which is what we're going to do to make some inventory space, so that we can toss more stuff, and pick up all this loot. Let's see, we got mail armor, scimitar, and paralytic gas. Sure. We technically could check that mail armor, but I don't think it's worth it. We didn't see any flashes of colored light, so I don't think any of those drops were Ring of Wealth drops. So it's not worth checking to see if they have a high-level Ring of Wealth upgrade on them or anything like that. We are much happier with these Psi, though. I'm going to check talent points, just because I'm usually terrible, and yeah, I do have 2 talent points to spend. So I don't think Runic Transference is worth getting at all. I think you're better off just saving your inscription rods. It would have been nice if I was able to get the thorns onto my seal, but actually, specifically with a Ring of Wealth run too, it could be relevant for us to get a good affix on. So actually, I'm going to take that back. I am going to put 2 points into Runic Transference. The other reason that we're doing that, so Liquid Willpower is pretty good as well. We want some Liquid Willpower points, but so far we've gotten really, really lucky on getting Potions of Experience. I'm expecting I will probably get at least 1 more through the course of the run, and the next one I get, I'll be able to upgrade, I'll be able to upgrade the Tier 2 talents with 2 extra talent points. That's kind of a surprise that our, that the Psi, we just identified the Psi, and they're just +0 Psi. Maybe I don't respect the Psi enough, because they're doing pretty respectably well here, even at +0. We ate the meat pie there to make inventory space, and also because we are pretty respectably low, so we're not gonna. It's not like we're gonna waste any time on it by using it early. That does seem to be the entire floor. I think I would like to let this health regeneration tick for a little bit, / try to kill enemies until I get one more drop. So I'm gonna spend some time dirtling here. Not super happy about that thief. Once we're not crippled anymore, we're gonna drag this fight back to the water, just because that thief looks like a burning thief, and I don't want to be punished by having stuff lit on fire. But up there, and there's our drop. It doesn't look like a piece of gear. It looks like we just got a health potion there, but that is the criteria that we said would get us to move on. So, let's see. Stole a throwing spear, so nothing should burn up. So I should be able to safely. Just let's make sure that there's no scroll under that potion, and there isn't, so that's fine. Kill this DM 100. Scroll of Terror. God, we got so many scrolls. And yeah, let's go ahead and go downstairs and kill. Let's kill Tengu. And Tengu will actually what we could do. So I think if I kill a few more enemies, we can actually force a Ring of Wealth drop from Tengu. I'm trying to remember a Wikipedia page I haven't seen in a while, or not a Wikipedia, like a fandom wiki page. But I want to say that mini bosses, count down the timer by something like 75% of the total value of the timer. So it's even though we just saw a Ring of Wealth drop, I think it's worth killing probably, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 more enemies, just to prime that timer a little bit. So we'll call it 3 more enemies, and after this Necromancer, that'll be 2 more. Let's see, how are we doing on the video? We're getting close to an hour. I'm always shooting for half an hour, but as I'm playing this, I'm realizing that an hour for a set of 5 floors is just reasonable. If I'm trying to explain them at all, or if I'm trying to do them methodically at all. So we're just going to accept. Oh, we don't want to jump down. Do want to find one more enemy. That would be nice. There we go. There's our one more enemy. So after we kill this prison guard, we'll go down and kill Tengu. It should mostly be an exercise of letting the thorns on my armor solo him, but you know, we have a ton of thrown weapons, so we can speed along his death a little bit. I'm actually going to drop all of my scrolls before I do this fight, just because they could burn up if I'm careless and get hit by the fire. And I'm not going to use any of those scrolls in combat, so it's a little bit safer to leave them on the ground there. And that's also why usually you'll see me try to force the scroll holder in the floor 6 shop, is specifically for not letting Tengu burn up my scrolls. But I had, in this case, so many extra potions that I don't think it was worth it to force the scroll holder over getting the potion bandolier. And I'm actually surprised that he's letting us get to him before Thorns is making him. Ooh, this is an interesting one. Okay, so we right, down right, up right, down right, up right. That's not actually that bad, so we just right to the 1 and then zigzag starting down. Zig, zag. There we go. This definitely feels like a peasant's way of killing Tengu after the previous one where I played Huntress and I just stood in the middle of the room and used the spirit bow. Okay, this one's a little bit interesting. Hopefully we can remember that pattern. Yeah, okay, we're good. That's not the end of the world if you take a poison dart, by the way. It usually just costs a health potion to make that mistake, and we are flush with health potions right now, so and he's going to throw a bomb and use a fire wave immediately, so that's why you'll always see me start off this fight by moving diagonal, because that allows us to dodge the bomb and just barely dodge the first fire wave. And that's the most efficient way to run to Tengu on the very spawn of the fight. After that, it stops being deterministic, but for the very first set of AoEs, you can deterministically dodge them in an efficient manner without... oh, that's annoying. Luckily, the Thorns is still doing work. You'll notice the Tengu's health is significantly dropping, so because of the power of Thorns in this build, we could just never actually attack Tengu on purpose if we wanted to. And we're going to save our thrown weapons till he's a little bit lower, just because it's nice to have the thrown weapons to knock him out of the phase where he's doing a ton of damage, or rather where he's casting a ton of abilities. And you also might see, we might use the... see, we're not happy about this situation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Timekeeper's Hourglass just to step through an area of AoE that I normally wouldn't be able to get through. And then we're going to just shoot some range damage at him, at least until the bomb goes off. He's going to probably throw another bomb and or electric thing, but at this point we're just going to start casting ranged weapons at him to hopefully kill him before he's able to cast too many more of his abilities. And we're close. Do we have... yeah, we've got some throwing spears, so this should... Okay, so we didn't actually need to drop all of our scrolls all over the place, but whatever. It is what it is sometimes. We do want to pick all those up and then make sure that we can guarantee a scroll case from the shop that we're about to go to. So I'm gonna pick up all my scrolls, and I'm actually gonna drop all of my ranged weapons just to be safe, since we're gonna have to make one or two trips for this room regardless. There's a lot of stuff here, and then we'll just fill up our inventory with stuff that we can sell. Tengu's Mask. So let's talk about the classes, I guess. Berserker is, as it says, builds rage, does extra damage when the rage is at max. This is for a class where you want to get hit a lot as the Berserker to keep your rage high, and you want to have you like slow high damage type weapons. Because the damage multiplier of rage scales really well with weapons that have high base damage. I don't like this class as much just because the Deathless Fury talent that it has is not the way that I like to play, so I usually avoid it. The other option is the Gladiator, which is what I'm going to go with. The Gladiator kind of starts off slow. The first couple of levels of Gladiator can be pretty weak, but as you scale up, the Gladiator is kind of like the Monk subclass of the Duelist, where you have a ton of utility that you have access to through the combo moves that Gladiator gives you. And I tend to find that a pretty engaging way to play Warrior. That's what I like to do, especially with a Ring of Wealth run, where I can't always guarantee that I'll have a level appropriate weapon or piece of armor. So, just gonna go ahead and sell through stuff. I'm pretty sure we identified this scale as being likely at least +1, but we'll probably get another weapon drop. Knock on wood. And we're kind of happy with the Sai now, especially since the Sai are a fast weapon. That has synergy with the Gladiator, who likes to build combo by attacking quickly. So we're pretty happy with the Sai right now. So we'll go ahead and sell most of that stuff. We're always buying this bag of magic sand and that bag of magic sand. And let's see, we have the scroll case, so we can now buy scrolls for free. Let's grab the remove curse. Let's leave the magic mapping. Let's grab the identify. And we could buy the healing potions, but we have so many healing potions. It's not relevant right now. I might actually grab the augment stone just in case. I might also grab the arcane stylus, but yeah, you know what? I'm actually just gonna grab neither. We're just gonna finish off our shopping stuff. Now the arcane stylus gets stored in the scroll case. That's pretty nice. Save us a little bit of inventory space there. Pick up all of our stuff. We have 7 whole identify scrolls at this point, so we're going to go ahead and use one of them on this this runic blade that we got out of a sacrifice altar some time ago. And it's unupgraded. That's unfortunate. But at least we didn't have to use a remove curse scroll to figure out that that sword is terrible and being sold. Get rid of that, get rid of that. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of these throwing clubs as well, just because we've got some throwing spears. We're soon gonna be able to use this heavy boomerang, and we're doing pretty well otherwise. I think that's all we're gonna do with our shopping for now. Then we might pick up the stylus just because, but again, we're gonna backtrack. So I'm honestly not gonna buy anything that's only useful later. So, all right, we're gonna call the episode here. I think we're in a an extremely strong spot going into the next 5 floors. So, as always, if you guys have any questions or you have anything you want to say about those 5 floors that you saw, or any of the decisions that I made or things I did in game, go ahead and let me know in the comments, and I'll try to respond. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a good one, and I will see y'all next time.